Sometimes I get right. I was like, why the fuck? While I was while I was talking to my wife, the reason why my sound isn't on right now is because when I was talking to my wife last time, I couldn't hear a bloody thing that she was saying, so it made it a bit hard to do that. Luckily, I know what's going wrong. uh, I'll just share this via Twitter so you guys can, some more people can populate the stream, which would be nice. Hopefully, because I don't know why, but sometimes it comes up. It sometimes just uh, where it'll come up as the last stream I did instead of the one I want to do. So that would be nice. Also, feel free to type in the chat because I'm not sure if my chat window is working in the actual thing. So if you happen to feel like chatting, please do not be afraid. um and stuff because I got a whole bunch of new stuff set up for the stream and stuff, like you got the donation ticker and you also got the um what's gonna call it, you've also got um some of the other stuff as well, like the subscribe button. So if you want to hit, if any of you guys want to hit subscribe, just hit subscribe and your name will pop up as well and it'll send me a notification and I will give you guys a shout out. That is also inclusive of anything. So if you subscribe, obviously you get the shout out. Okay, you subscribe, you win. Okay. So at the moment, my actual character itself is still in trial mode. Hold on, let me check this out. This thing. Why the fuck is that there? I would very much like to know why my game is playing its sound in the actual computer. I love this. Hold on. Fucking. Why does it not come up as that? Kind of weird. Okay. I'm just making sure it does it. Everything does well with the sound. I don't know why it does that. Because like I know you guys can't hear the sound right now, which is why I'm kind of like, whatever. So at least you can hear that now, because I was like, why is it not? Why is it not doing the thing? Not doing the thing that I want it to. I don't know what. Sorry, I'm still getting used to stream. But nevertheless, enjoying the game. I hope you guys enjoy it too, because it's all about having fun as a bunch of friends just kind of sitting down and watching some gameplay. So what is it? So at the moment I'm a thaumaturge. Thaumaturge is mainly based around the idea of pretty much just black magic and all that really emo fucking stuff. Not really, but essentially becoming a thaumaturge is very much on your way to becoming one of the higher tier fucking classes, such as a black mage, which is one of the main ones, obviously. Alright, might as well try and join some of those. Now, thing is, I'm Australian, so a lot of the time I have a bit of trouble finding actual people to play with on the guild hests or any of the instances in the game, which is a pain in the ass, yeah. But it's actually better teleport. I'm gonna go teleport to Dryburn because there are a few quests over there that I can do, which will be really good. And all that good. Oh, see, there we are. All's well that ends. So, if you change your settings to have it that all language, you want to play with all languages as opposed to just. So this is an example build have if you ever want. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the ones that aren't being attacked to sleep, or rather, the great thing about the sleep effect is that it has a splash. It has a bit of splash damage, so all people who are kind of nearby will take effect from all the from the sleeping I do. Now with a thaumaturge, it's the mana regen isn't the greatest, so the best way for me to regen mana is to switch elements. So switching to ice and using that actually regenerate all of my mana over time. But it's only when I press it's called transpose, so it'll change the element that you're wanting to do, and it's kind of very much all about chaining your attacks and timing them correctly. So as a thaumaturge, unless you I'm not a great example of a good thaumaturge by any means, but unless you chain your attacks at the right time, they're going to be useless, unfortunately. So at the moment I'm using fire. So as soon as my MP gets to about just below 100, so let's say around here, I'm going to press Control 1, and then it switches to ice, and then I'm going to target the next character. Unfortunately they're all dead because my team's really boss, and then I'll kind of go from there. So all my mana's back. I'll switch back to fire because it's the most effective, or the most damage dealing. I got rid of that. But yeah, the difficulty with this one is just kind of making sure you use the right element at the right time. So it can be a bit frustrating if you don't get the chain attacks up, but I think you'll eventually get there, and I know that I'll get there eventually. So I'm just gonna cast fire on this guy and keep trying to get him down, because this instance is where, as you can see, all the other characters over here are gonna come to the aid of it. And see, not enough mana, need to switch back, and while those other, so I'm about to get attacked too. So these other characters. They just saw that I was being targeted for some. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I'm gonna bring them all together, put them to sleep, because that way it puts a bit of ease on the team, so that they can kill the enemies one at a time without having to worry about the stack of damage or aggro and everything like that. I'm getting aggroed up a bit. I'm getting aggroed up a little bit. So next one, which okay, put this guy to sleep. All right, good. Control 1. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go back to that. Shit, okay. Why am I getting all the aggro? Hank, come on, man. Take a bit of it for me. There you are. Alright, Braxia of the Well's almost dead because the whole idea is to try and kill Braxia. Put him to sleep again. Back to that. Sometimes I can't see my cursor during this. I might just have to. Nah, forgot it. Oof, that was lucky. I was like, holy shit! Like I was very low on health there. Sure, whether that was gonna fall or not. Play accommodation. Oh, I didn't get to. Yeah, just doing constantly all those. Is how I'm level up at the moment. Otherwise, gonna go over to the just to the east. There, you can see a whole bunch of quest lines I can do. Like I know I can do these ones lower level tier here, but I'd much rather do ones that are close to my current level. As you'd understand, you don't want to go for low level gear, gear and all that good stuff because I don't know, it doesn't really do much. And besides, because at the moment I'm trying to get the class of Weaver leveled up as well, but I've gotten to the point where I have to probably use more of the marketplace to get what I want. Now the problem with that is that I can't put things on the marketplace at all. It has a trial account, but I can do it once I get my my proper account applied for. Do the 30-day, because you get the 30-day when you get the game. It's the 30-day free trial straight up when you start up, so you can figure out whether you like the game or not. But personally, like you're paying like say upwards of 30 bucks for the game, get a 30-day trial. I think if you're going to pay 30 bucks for the game, you're going to definitely know whether or not you want to keep playing it, because it's not like you can just return it. That's just personal. Sorry, just gonna take a swig of my drink. That's some quality H2O. Alright, Helmhart, what are you doing today? Helmhart, what are you going to give me today? Well, that's a shit amount. Whatever, I'll do it for the XP and the gil. I shall accept this quest. Great butthole. Alright, now what the fuck am I doing? Ah, okay. I'm killing stuff, I'm guessing. We'll just do one after. I like to go get all the quests in one big clump, go do them, and then come back and kind of do that stuff. But it is I feel like, you know, to make this a bit more interesting, as we can talk a bit more, I will go and do the deed itself. Ah, you fables, you have just insulted me for the last time. It's time to engulf you in fire. Get rid of that cuteness that you... They actually are pretty cute. I like one as a pet. It looks like... I don't know. It reminds me of like Koromon, what you like from Digimon, kinda, but a more furry. I think there was actually a Digimon that was... It looked exactly like this. I forgot its name though. Die, Fable. Give me your life in exchange for the gold it will cost to for the person to pay me. Die, dear Fable. You have grazed this land for the last time. Yeah, spread them cheeks, boy. And also, like it is kind of with WoW, is that over time, if you haven't played for a couple days and such, you have what's called rest XP. Well, I like to refer to it as Sanctuary XP, where you actually get a higher percentage of XP for quests and stuff and things you kill, because it'll help you level up a bit more. Although to me, it feels like if you honestly really wanted to get someone to play more and get leveled up, I would think that it need to be like a more daily thing, you know. So like, I know that you have daily quests you can do, but have them be a bit more fluid, honestly. And when I say fluid, like just have a whole bunch of simple ones you can complete, and ones you might need to complete as a team or as like a duty finder or guild house. Now, I'm only low level at this moment, so if there are things like that when you get to a higher level, then that's great. But I think that maybe the lower levels need them too, because I haven't seen anything like. Alright. Wait, what the fuck am I giving him? Fire pot, okay. But you know what I mean? Like, just make things a bit more interesting. Hey. I'll just set the bronze piece, honestly. Those other bits don't interest me too. Quest down here? Yes, there are. Might as well just take these two in bulk. Oh, getting rid of some. There it is. Look, I'll just do it one at a time, because sometimes it kind of confuses me a bit, because I don't know which quest area I'm doing. Quest level A's as well are really good to do. Like if you just want to pass the time, they're just kind of like mini solo instances you do, not really, that are in the actual world. So like it might ask you to go kill a bunch of people at this location, or it might ask you to dispatch this many, or escort a particular person. Alright, I have to I thought I had to actually kill shit. I'm just putting up a scarecrow. That's a really scary scarecrow. I'm out of here, man. Okay, let's go. I think it's on the other side. Is it downstairs? Is it downstairs though? Funny feeling it. No, just a random closet. Kind of creepy. Stairs. Follow this stairs. Jump off this cliff. Nope. Alright, let's. I think it's. Oh, yeah. The stairs should be on the other side. Hey, Chachamundo. You ever noticed that, like, if anyone from America has anyone noticed? And I think a well-known comedian pointed this out a while ago, that like Mexicans, like, or Mexican radio just sounds like a very it sounds like a fucking vampire. Haz de mundo, amanda mañana. Ooh. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, María? Like I always get a lot of shit for, and you know, people often really just I get a lot of people that I know that are very. You ever have people that you know that actually that try to emphasize that they have a bigger, higher, like a bigger moral high ground than you? Just the biggest fucking hypocrisy that is for someone that does that. And they're like, oh, you know, you can't just say that. We can't just assume race and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. So when you first met me and you saw my last name, which sounds very Mexican, so it's Gonzalez, and when you saw it, you know, what did you think? Did you think I was Spanish or Mexican and stuff like that? And they're like, oh yeah, it's totally different though, because like you don't look like a Mexican. I'm just like, all right, first up, first up, that is exactly what you've been saying. All right, is that, but let's be honest, because of the name I have, you assume that I'm Mexican, right? You're assuming my race because of my name, right? And they're like, oh yeah, like why would you like not be Mexican with that last name? I'm like, there you go, racial profiling, right? Honestly, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm okay being that, you know. I don't care if I'm a sweaty fucking Mexican, but you know, it's very but saying you have a higher a higher moral high ground than everybody else because I don't know, you're more sensitive for other races, and like you're a white person, and if you're white or not even any relation to that race, it's just it's fucking stupid. You know, like, you just look like an absolute fucking idiot. Okay, where's this? I gotta go all the way over there. Now, I'm just gonna take this quest, mainly because, I don't want to... I don't exactly, want to fuck things up here in regards, like, because I'm gonna have to go all the way over there, all the way over here, and then I have to come back and that. But if I can finish this off or whatever, or what I might do, I might go all the way over there, finish that quest, and then come back. But I kind of have a feeling that if I go over there, it might set me on a new quest chain, which I don't really want at the time. Alright, take him out. Why don't you take me to Bunker Town? Bloody flying chicken. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't swap to the fire sooner. Is mainly because transpose wasn't ready and I fucked up the changes then. Oh my god. Being a dick. No. Actually, I should probably try and just drain a bit more. That generally helps me survive better. Drain is the ability to obviously allow you to take health. But it doesn't look that great at the moment. You don't get much health from it. I'm just gonna go for the one buzzard. How many left? Just one. Essentially doing this while, like, just doing these quests, while queuing yourself up for instances is the best way to to sort yourself out. While you know, obviously, like, what is it doing? Doing world quests or over world quests against duty fight is obviously much better than just waiting, and it can get boring after that. But, I much prefer to try and level up a bit more. I'm pretty sure that once I get to level, oh, there we are. Super fun. Nope, nice. Yeah, keep forgetting that I need to do it. The great thing is that as you cast more spells, the more potent they become. The great thing though is that in this, a lot of the tanking classes are really good with their damage and aggro healing. Kind of fearful for my life most of the time. I didn't know exactly what they're doing, but obviously you have a lot of people who play those roles and don't really grasp the concept of protecting your teammates, I guess. Oh, should I? See, it's just a learning process, and I don't play the game often as much as I would after doing, because I want to get rid of the trial. I want to just go with a full account now, but it's not letting me. I have to finish the time before I decide to that stuff. I guess it's okay. And I wouldn't want to go halfway through a free trial, you know, for a free game time, with it, and then not be able to do it. Transposing it. Move away for a sec. Don't want to do that. Hey. I'm really happy that that the game itself has an in-game translator, so even if you can't speak English, you can set up a thing and that translates to what I would see in English. Really good. The whole idea of how it connects players in the same world, regardless of those language barriers, is really cool. why I really like the game. How together the world is. Everyone seems so friendly on the servers. Honestly, I haven't come across anyone that's super toxic, anything like that. I haven't seen toxicity as you would in World of Warcraft. Box up an array, which is fair enough. Like, I mean, you might feel a bit shit. Um, which is, oh, which is, I said fair enough because you probably would have spent like at least half an hour to have someone really bad, but berating, using, you know, really yelling at people doesn't really do anything. If anything, I guess to help the person learn. Because I mean, kind of putting your own guild member or raid member down, really just putting extra holes in a boat, putting extra holes in a steamboat that you are currently. It doesn't make it better for you. But yeah, that's my stand on that particular that way of thinking with games. Yeah, I guess you can say each to their own, but that is my belief. You know, there's no, it's not necessary to do that to me. But I mean, you know, be the change that you want. Honestly. Yeah, I thought so. So this quest over here was gonna send. Well, that's good. I'm really happy I did that. I made. One more hit. Oh. Nope. Got him. Almost level 2. I think I get my next talent or power at 26. I think it is. Control. Back to the bridge. Kind of wish there was an either point kind of teleport. Would be. No, you can fuck off there. Go away. Go away, you bloody chicken. Get out of it. I'll bite your face off. Oh, there you are. I was like, what the fuck? You're over here. Hee hee baru. Hey, Lalafell. Oh no, I don't think I finished the questing for this. Alright. Okay. Teleport to South Shore. There's maybe. Alright, I forgot to open to keep feeding. Now, I think, like, cause I've been doing these for a bit, but I very much like to try and do deep crop. So I can get access to, because it's part of my. Meanwhile, we'll just. What are my recommendations for? Okay. So I guess, because I'm just like, why is it recommending me to finish these quests that are fairly low level? And then I realized that, well, you know, they probably lead to a higher level quest, so that makes sense. I don't like doing this shit when there's a lot of. Oh, Neil, I. Fuck is this? Hey. That is one spicy pizza pie. Don't really. I don't want to join this. I just want to play video games. Here it is. I'm gonna have to fight it. I guess crime doesn't play. Okay. Reload. A lot of AoE attacks. Very useful. Oh, sweet. Got him. Oh, fuck yeah. I leveled up. Didn't realize that. Nice. What do I need for 26 or is it? Ah. Apparently I can. No, I can't do it. I need to be level 30. That's right. What are my recommendations? Ah, there's a new quest. New quest. Happy with that. Quite happy that it allows me to do that. So, who walks? Who walks nowadays? Fuck off, Ked Trap. Away. Go away, I'll slap you on your vagina. Don't impregnate me with your seed. Wait. Taking that moolah. Telly to east. Telly to the south. I like how these places. Right. Okay. Going for a little. I reckon I'm going to end it there for now. But thank you guys so much for watching once again. If you really liked it, please leave us a like and also subscribe to see more in the future as well. I'll be streaming a lot more often now, obviously, as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and for all your support towards the channel. It really does mean a whole lot to me. Not being sarcastic at all. I do actually genuinely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything. But once again, guys, I'm Omega Buster, and I will see you guys in the next stream.